this is Melanie, aka Princess Ninja, aka the Keto Critic. If you are new here, this is my 365 days to 50 YouTube vlog where I discuss my ketogenic journey and my intermittent fasting, reversing diabetes, other little miscellaneous tidbits that I find out, things I learn along the way, experiments that I'm trying on my body, still trying to get that correct calorie and nutrition ratio down to a science. But I had one of my ninjas on my Princess Ninja weight loss page on Facebook. If you aren't part of that and would like to join it, you can go to the About Me section on this video, or actually on my YouTube channel, and I've got my Facebook link there. But I had one of my ninjas ask me what their calories should be, and to be honest, I can't answer that. I can't answer that. So I watched this really cool 1-hour seminar that Dr. Jason Fung, he's like a world-renowned diabetes doctor. He's not just some YouTuber. He's not just some crackpot somewhere. This guy has wrote 2 amazing books. One called The Diabetes Code and the other one called something else code, and I don't remember. Please forgive me. But his name is Dr. Jason Fung, and he is saving people's lives using long-term intermittent fasting and the ketogenic lifestyle. This seminar talked about how there is not one single calorie receptor in our body. Our body has no idea of calories. To give you a kind of an example, our body cannot tell the difference between a 100 calorie sugary donut and 100 calorie apple. Our body cannot tell the difference between 300 calories piece of bread with butter and 300 calorie kale salad. It can't tell the difference. However, what happens to our body on a biological level makes all the difference in the world. So what I asked her was, I said, well, if you have blood sugar issues, then you may have to watch your calories. But first, start in baby steps. So I guess if I have advice to give you when starting keto, back to Dr. Jason Fung, and I'm sorry, my brain looks like this all the time. So back to Dr. Jason Fung and this research. They studied a bunch of people. So what they did was they took so many people on a ketogenic diet where they were controlling their carbs, high fat, moderate protein. And they gave them, I think, 1,700 calories, 1,500 calories, sorry. And then they followed another group of people, same amount of people. They let them pretty much just eat what they wanted, but they controlled their calories as well. Same amount of calories as the keto. They followed these people for an entire year. The low-calorie, eat everything you want people actually lost more weight than the keto people did. However, what they found is that by the end of 1 year, the group that only controlled calories, metabolic rate dropped 300 calories a day. While the ketogenic group, losing weight a little bit slower, but they still had some weight loss, was able to still efficiently burn the same amount of calories that they were capable of burning before they started the calorie restriction. Not all calories are created equal. So we also have intermittent fasting. And the ketogenic diet, the calories kind of come down naturally, really. And it's not so much a calorie in, calorie out. It's not a purposeful planning because, to be honest with you, I have days where I hit my macros and I've eaten 2,300 calories, and I have days where I've hit my macros and I've eaten 1,100 calories, and I've had days where I hit my macros and I've eaten 900 calories. I eat what I eat with a goal in mind, but I'm not like, I haven't been able to pinpoint it to a point that says, okay, if I eat this many calories and this many grams of fat, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But I do keep very thorough logs. You guys can see that. I keep a very thorough document of my journey, and then I make notes along the way, like, okay, well, when I started doing apple cider vinegar before bed, my morning blood sugars came down. And that's true. That's an actual thing. I'm not like making that up for sensationalism. I started doing a tablespoon of Bragg's apple cider vinegar, unfiltered, every night before bed, and it made about a 3 to 5 point difference immediately in my blood sugar. Like, I'm talking the first time I tried it, the next morning my blood sugar dropped. Now, as I go further into the ketogenic lifestyle, as my body and my hormone levels level out and fix and repair themselves, and as I do these experiments and find out what works for me and what doesn't work for me, you know, I'll share that knowledge with you. But please, there are so many amazing YouTubers on YouTube sharing their keto stories, and they're telling you what works for them. Now, I would like to believe that I am being told the truth about everything by the people that I love and trust, but I'm smart enough to know to do my own research and then figure out what fits into my life, what fits into my budget, and what works for my body. And I'll give you a prime example of that. There are ketoers out there that can use that Terrarini flavored coffee syrup in their coffee, the sugar-free stuff. Bam, kicks me right out of ketosis. There are people out there that can eat certain fake keto foods, like the keto bars and all the prepackaged keto stuff. Bam, they kick me right out. I can't remember what the name of that stupid bar is. It's low carb, Quest bar. There are ketoers out there that swear by those Quest bars. I did one and my ketones dropped from 0.8 to 0. So my physiology is different. My chemistry is different. We all need to be following the same guidelines, but man, as a community, we've got to come together. We've got to come together. I mean, seriously, come together right now over me. I love that song, by the way. Okay, so let's get down to business. Enough of this lecturing. I hate that lecturing. I don't like to watch YouTubers that lecture, so I definitely do not want to become that. But I did have one of my viewers ask me specifically about calories. And so my answers to you is, if you've been a yo-yo dieter, if you've been calorie restricting, your body has set itself at a lower BMI. You've lost the ability to be up here where your normal person is, someone who's never dieted. They're probably in the 1,800, 2,000 calorie range. But if you've been a yo-yo dieter, if you've been someone that's been severely calorie restricting for a very long time, your basal metabolic rate has dropped. What you're probably going to have to do is you're probably going to have to start out at a certain calorie amount and then build yourself up like 50 calories at a time. So let's say that your current weight loss plan, your current calorie restriction gives you 1,400 calories a day. Well, start your ketogenic lifestyle and don't really worry about calories right this minute. Focus more on protein, getting rid of snacks in between meals, trying intermittent fasting. Make it as painless and as comfortable as possible. The other thing that I would suggest to you is just going up a couple 100 calories at a time. So this week, maybe add 100 calories to your lunch, 100 calories to dinner, instead of eating the snacks in between meals. The last thing you want to do is be hungry all the time and be miserable all the time. It's going to take a few weeks for ketosis to fully kick in and suppress that appetite. But until then, just breathe. Just breathe. You're going to be okay. There's lots of, as a matter of fact, down in my comments below, there's going to be amazing keto YouTubers that you can go to for valuable information. And I've been running my mouth so long now that my phone has shut off. Let me open it back up. Okay, so for the naysayers out there, I have 14,606 steps, 19 flights of stairs. I've walked 5.69 miles. I'm reading this backwards. I have burned 2,637 calories, 117 active minutes. My sleep really sucked last night. I really don't know what's going on with me, but you can see 6 hours, 11 minutes, and you can see how many times I was awake. I really didn't get any deep, restful REM sleep last night, and I really need it. I have like this dull headache today. I'm kind of in a crappy mood. Don't really feel that great, so there's that. As far as my weigh-in, I'm gonna get to my board in just a minute, I promise. As far as my weigh-in, I'm kind of holding strong, holding steady. You can see my average weight right now is 198.4, which is what my average weight was last week. I did go down this morning 1 pound, but my body is so squirrely all the time. Whatever. All right, so it is the 8th. It's the 8th. And I have another day under 200 pounds. How about that? All right, this is 365 days. So I started this journey, this segment of my journey at 197.2 pounds. This morning I was 197.90, and congratulations, Keto Diamond, on your 2-pound drop. Woo, woo. She's gonna beat me in that contest. Okay, fasted 16 hours and 30 minutes. Calories in, 1,410. Calories out, I wrote down 2,400, but you just saw my Fitbit, it was more than that. My carbs, a little higher carbs today. I was craving like vegetables. I was mad craving vegetables. And you saw my lunches this morning, so I had that big salad today. I also have to confess, so I stopped at my favorite little convenience store that makes the best chicken in the world. Now, I haven't had fried chicken in forever, and I didn't eat fried chicken, but close. Okay, some of you are gonna gross out, but I love fried gizzards. Ugh, love them, and this place makes the best, crispy. So what I did, and they're really inexpensive. You can go get like a half a pound for $2.50. I bought a quarter of a pound, which was about a handful. I'm gonna say maybe 12 to 16 gizzards. And I sat there and picked as much of the breading off as I could, but confession, I ate 3 of those gizzards fully breaded. I logged 2 tablespoons of flour. I logged 2 tablespoons of flour in my carb manager. So my total carbs really weren't that bad considering I did that. It's 26 carbs. I know that's a no-no, but it didn't kick me out of ketosis. My fasting blood glucose, my 16-hour fasting blood glucose was 90. My ketones was 1.1. I tested my blood glucose 1 hour after I consumed those gizzards, and it was 120, which is to be expected. That's not out of the norm for that much protein. It was a lot of protein. And then I checked my blood glucose before dinner tonight, and my blood glucose again was in the 70s, 78. I cannot believe how many times I'm seeing blood glucose in the 70s. That's a non-scale victory, and you remind me of that next time I go, wah, 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 not losing weight, wah, 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 right? Remind me of that. So that is a huge non-scale victory, and my ketones were 0.9. So they didn't kick me out of ketosis, but if they would have, that would have been the consequences of my actions, young lady. Okay, So we have 81 grams of fat, 138 grams of protein. I told you that's a lot of protein for me, but wait till you hear my workout. Anyway, for my fitness today, I did 45 squats. And let me show you, I don't do just any easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, I'm making a lot of noise. You guys gotta love this. Woo! Okay, let me pull up my britches. Okay, so I'm putting my hands like this underneath my chin, feet apart. I'm coming down in a squat and doing this. And then coming up and doing this. Oh, right here hurts so bad. So, la la la. So I'm doing those, but I did 45 of them today, 45. I also did 2 planks. My first one was 45 seconds. So I beat my last plank by 5 seconds, and I held the second one for 33 seconds, which was a 3-second increase. I also did a 2-mile walk, and in addition, I'm sorry, that's a lot of words, and that squat killed me because I'm so sore. So I took an additional 2-mile walk this morning, but you see the steps, 14,700. I also took the dogs on a 2-mile walk when I got home today. So let's talk about the good deed for today was so there has to be someone to lead the stretches in the morning, and I have volunteered to do that. So it's a job that a lot of people don't want because you have to stand in front of all your coworkers while everyone is stretching, and so I volunteered to do it. So I also stretched this morning. All right, positive affirmation. I'm kind. I consider myself I'm not one to be messed with, but I'm a very kind-hearted person, and I genuinely want to be nice to people, and I genuinely want people to be nice to me. And the unfortunate part is there's a whole lot of people out there that aren't so nice. Ninja. You like my shirt? I love this. I love this ninja. I love that. Okay, so let's talk about we're going to talk about a topic for the day, which was the calories. That was my topic for the day, and I'm going to start adding that to my segments. Tell me what you think about that. And my YouTube crush of the day is Craig over at Grey Wolf Fitness and his wonderful camera person, Sue. Now, I like Craig. He just recently did this great cable challenge, and if you'll remember, he also was the one that challenged me the beginning of last year to the static lateral blah 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 hold, and I was able to hold it for almost an entire minute. I think actually I broke a minute, I don't remember, but anyway, he's so funny. He's funny. He kind of sounds to me, and I know I'm being so American right now, Craig, but he kind of reminds me of Sean Connery when he speaks. That's kind of, I don't think that's his accent, but you know, that's kind of who he reminds me of. But anyway, he does a lot of fitness. He talks about inspiration. He talks about getting healthy. He does a lot of weightlifting segments. He's really fun in a lot of challenges. He's a smaller YouTuber trying to get big. He just did this hilarious, funny shoot with another YouTuber I really love, Fat Over 40, Miles at Fat Over 40. And they did this photo shoot together because they challenged each other to a cable challenge. I'm really hoping Craig comes up with something soon, a fitness challenge. Look for some fitness challenges, and I guarantee you're going to find that Craig or Miles are behind it. Anyway, you guys keep being a ninja. I'm going to keep being a ninja. And we'll just ninja this.